Good morning student, myself Millie Sankla and subject structure analysis part 1. Today we solve the example of column section. Okay, now our next example. Before starting the example, we read the given data properly. Here in this example, figure is given and in this figure, masonry pier of 3 meter by 4 meter supported a vertical load of 100 kilonewton as shown in figure. Okay, find the stresses developed at each corner of pier and what additional load. Here in this example, what additional load should be placed at the center of pier. There is no tension induced in column, and also draw the stress distribution diagram. One by one, in this example, stresses find out at the corner. So first of all, we mention the corner A, B, this one is C and D, and write the dimension. B is equal to 4 meter, D is equal to 3 meter, load P is given 100 kilonewton and 2 eccentricity is given 1 and 0.5 meter. Right here, horizontal eccentricity Ex is equal to 1 meter and vertical eccentricity Ey is equal to 0.5 meter. Now one by one we find out first value, that is direct stress. Direct stress, right here, direct stress notation is equal to sigma 0. Sigma 0 is equal to load divided by area, and given load on this column section is 100. Area is equal to rectangle, that is 4 by 3. Now answer of this direct stress is equal to 8.33 kilonewton per meter square, because here dimension are given in meters, so there is no need to convert into mm. Now second we find out bending stress. Right here, bending stress. Okay, bending stress is equal to sigma b and 2 eccentricity is given, that means we find out 2 bending stress. First we find out sigma bx and second we find out sigma by. Sigma bx is equal to m by zx. M is equal to p into ey and zx, because eccentricity is perpendicular to the axis. Sigma by is equal to m by zy, that means p into ex divided by zy. Okay, now next we find out moment of inertia. So first of all, moment of inertia for rectangle section is equal to bdq by 12. Find it right here. I axis, first value is equal to I axis, and that is equal to bd cube by 12. Now what is b in given data? 4, then 3 cube by 12. bd cube by 12 is equal to 9 meter raised to 4. Then we find out inertia about y axis, that is db cube by 12. db cube by 12, that means 3, then 4 cube by 12, and answer is equal to 16 meter raised to 4. Now we find out section modulus. Z axis is equal to inertia about x axis about y axis divided by y. Now what is I axis now? And with respect to this inertia about I axis, y is equal to half of the d by 2, that means 3 by 2. Okay, 9.1.5 and is equal to 6 meter cube. Next we find out z by y. Z by y is equal to inertia about y divided by y, that means I by y is equal to 60, and from this y axis our y is equal to b by 2, that means 4 by 2, and my answer is equal to 8 meter cube. Now one by one we find out 2 bending stress. Our first bending stress is equal to sigma bx. Sigma bx is equal to m by zx. M is equal to P into EY divided by ZX. P is given 100, EY is given 0.5, and Z-axis we recently find out 6. Okay, and answer of this sigma Bx is equal to 8.333 kilonewton per meter square. Now find out sigma By. Sigma By is equal to m by Zy. M is equal to P into Ex divided by Zy. Now P is equal to 100 and Ex is given 1 meter and Zy we find out 8. After dividing, answer of this sigma By is equal to 12.5 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, now we find out stresses at each corner. For that, first of all we mention the notation of this corner stresses. This is our A point, this one is our B point, C point and D point. Now mention find stresses at corner, because in data ask find out stresses at corner. Okay, first find at corner B. First we find out stresses at corner B. Now what is the equation of this corner B? Direct stress is spread in all column section uniform, so direct stress is common. Then here this value is plus, okay, this value is minus, and this at A plus minus, and this is minus plus. This is for x and this is for y. This value is x, this value is y. This first value for x axis and this second value for y axis. Now simply follow this sign convention. Now at B both value are positive. Sigma Bx is positive and sigma By is positive. Now one by one put the value. 8.33 sigma Bx is again 8.33 plus our sigma By is equal to 12.5 and my answer is equal to 29.16 kilonewton per meter square. Now we find out corner C. Okay, right here at corner C. Now second, at corner C. At corner C, sigma C is equal to direct stress. What is the sign of x axis bending stress? Minus, and y axis bending stress plus. Okay, again put the value. 8.333 minus 8.333 plus 12.5. Answer, this two value are cancelled and answer is equal to 12.5 kilonewton per meter square. This is the plus value, so compressive force. This is again plus value, compressive force. Now third one at corner D. Okay, right here. Now next value find out at corner D. Now sigma D is equal to sigma 0. Corner D both value are minus, so minus sigma Bx and minus sigma By. Now one by one. 8.333 minus 8.333 minus 12.5 is equal to minus 12.5 kilonewton per meter square. Here this stress in minus, so that means this is our tensile stresses and it is critical for column section. Failure will induce in this D corner. Okay, now fourth one at corner A. Now at corner A direct stress is given and x is plus and y is minus, so plus sigma Bx and minus sigma By. Direct stress is equal to 8.33 and plus 8.333 minus 12.5 is equal to 4.166 kilonewton per meter square, and this is plus, so compressive value. Okay, now one by one we draw the stress distribution diagram and also find additional load to avoid no tension. Okay, first of all here we make a point notation A, B, C, D. Okay, and this is the reference line first we draw. Now one by one, if our plus value is given, then draw the below the reference line, and if it is negative value given, then draw up. Okay, here at B corner we get 29.16, that is our positive value, so simply draw here. This value is 29.16. At C corner we get 12.5, again that is positive, so draw below reference line. This is 12.5. Okay, this is our all given number of forces like this way toward the reference line, and this is plus diagram. Now at C point again we get positive value, so go down. Okay, here 12.5 kilonewton per meter square and plus value, this is our reference line. Now at corner D our value is negative. Okay, and so draw up the reference line. This point is 12.5 kilonewton per meter square and negative forces like this way. Now this is our reference line. At corner D value is again negative, so minus, and this is toward the reference line, and this value is 12.5 kilonewton per meter square. At corner D our answer is, corner A answer is 4.16 and positive, so draw below the reference line. Okay, kilonewton per meter square, and again these forces are toward. Now at A point, this is our reference line and positive, so draw below reference line. Okay, this value is 4.16 kilonewton per meter square, and at B point are 29.16 like this way. Okay, 29.16 kilonewton per meter square, and this is our toward the reference line. Okay, and this diagram is known as stress distribution diagram. Okay, this diagram is known as stress distribution diagram. Now next find out to avoid tension in column. Okay, to avoid tension in column, here we find out which corner tension stress is given at corner D. So right here sigma is equal to load divided by area. At negative stress is given 12.5, and here we find out additional load. Okay, right here additional load to avoid tension in column. P we find out new value. A is equal to 4 into 3 area of this column section, and P is equal to 12.5 4 into 3, that means P is equal to 150 kilonewton we get. This is our new load to avoid tension is in this D corner. Okay, in this D corner avoid the tension, we add this new additional load, that is 150 kilonewton. Okay, in this example we covered 3 points. First we find out stresses, then we find out stresses at corner, and at corner to avoid negative stress we provide additional load. Okay, now next session we cover another type of example. Just now we stop.